What's good, YouTube? Because of Cobby here. So we are diving into John Farnham yesterday. All of you were commenting saying that this one had to be done for a younger John. Yesterday, 1972. That is so damn long ago for like a John Farnham song, right? A lot of the stuff we get into by him is from like the 80s and 90s. So, early 70s is insane, right? That is very, very young. You can see right here already in the picture just how young he is in that. So, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. If you're new here, please subscribe. We talk about mental health, addiction, world issues, everything in between. We break down all the lyrics. Yesterday is a classic song, and there's a fast fact here. This fast fact is awesome on the lyric sheet. Yesterday is the most covered song in history, with over 2,000 versions having been recorded. A spare haunting song of lost love from the early Beatles catalog. Right? Man, sheesh. 2,000 versions, right? Here's a little thing. It says McCartney dreamed the entire melody before he arranged the music with George Martin. He said, "It fell out of bed," Paul McCartney once said about the origins of Yesterday. "I had a piano by my bedside and I must have dreamed it because I tumbled out of bed and put my hands on the piano keys and I had a tune in my head. It was just all there, a complete thing. I couldn't believe it. It came too easy." That is fucking something right there. There's another thing. It says the working lyrics Paul used to fit the tune before he wrote the actual words started with "scrambled eggs, oh my baby, how I love your legs, not as much as I love scrambled eggs." Picking up on that famous trivia, Jimmy Fallon eventually developed the rest of Scrambled Eggs and recorded it with Paul. Oh, God. That is funny right there. That is fucking funny right there. But over 2,000 versions of covers with this. That is insane. My personal favorite that I've ever heard was by Dax Riggs. If you guys have never heard Dax Riggs' Yesterday cover, you have to go listen to it after this video. It is one of the best damn vocal things I've ever heard in my life. He absolutely killed this song with his own style and everything. Just fucking acoustic version of it. You guys will not regret checking that out. Dax Riggs' version of Yesterday is incredible. It's my personal favorite that I've heard already. So, John Farnham, Yesterday, 1972. We're going to get into this. I'm Vakasa Kavi. A reaction video a day or 3. Keep the doctor away. Fuck those apples. This is Yesterday by John Farnham, 1972. Let's get it.
You know, do you like love songs?
Wow.
I think my very favourite song,
That is crazy.
from it being a love song, is a song that was written by, thank you,
Man.
two of the most prolific songwriters of our time. Thank you. Being John Lennon and Paul McCartney of the Beatles. The
Damn.
beautiful ballad they wrote called Yesterday.
He says it's cold and just starts singing it. That's fucking great right there. Even at a young age, he was just set in how he knew he wanted to do something and would just go for it always. That's fucking awesome right there. We gotta leave a like on this video and we're gonna subscribe to Dr. Cat because you've actually commented quite a few times and I appreciate your support. Always insightful comments and some awesome recommendations from you as well that you've asked for. So we had to hit that subscribe button. Thank you for making this version of this for everybody to watch. That's really cool of you to do. We're going to dive into this. John just says, I'm going to dive right into this in the middle of a sentence because my name's John and that's what I do. You gotta love him. He's fucking awesome.
The beautiful ballad they wrote called Yesterday. Love was such an easy game to play. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Suddenly.
Wow. Wow. Holy Lord. He just like, he starts it out real soft and he's bouncing around in the wispy tones with like the more rolled kind of syllables and also the vibrato thrown onto his notes at the ends. And then he just starts belting right here. What a powerful belt that is. He is, wow. And it's so crazy just to see John Farnham so young. It's so wild to me because we started out with him doing performances in like probably the later 80s to mid 90s are a lot of the performances that we've watched on here by him. So it is wild to see. It's almost like you're like, holy shit, they were young once and like just making it, right? Just first getting onto the fucking scene. And this is an explosive way to put yourself on the map, a very bold way to get yourself onto the map because the people don't fuck around when it comes to a Beatles cover. And that's just the way it is. So you gotta be on your P's and Q's and on point when it comes to a Beatles cover because that is a heavy fandom right there, right? That is heavy support right there with the Beatles. They don't fuck around. Man. Man. It's so classic. I really love the sound quality being the way it is. You can hear like the vibrational quality of the horn section and everything like that, the graininess of the audio and the video as well, black and white and a little bit grainy too. Fucking awesome. Even on a remaster, right? Even when you remaster things, they still maintain that vintage quality to them. You can't get rid of it, man. It's stuck there. It's a special way that things were recorded. You cannot get past it the whole way. You can fucking make it a little bit more, right? A little bit more mastered, but you are not gonna get rid of that vintage. It just will not get out of there. It's fucking amazing. I love it, man. It's such a vibe to see older performances like this from artists after already seeing them at like their peak, right? Highest peaks on top of mountains, and then you go back and look at this kind of stuff, and it's just baffling. It's so incredible to see the beginning of the journey for John right here. Thank you guys for asking me to do this. This is really amazing right here. Wow. Yesterday. He has really made this his own. He really has. This is, wow. What a beautiful, beautiful performance from a younger John Farnham right here. This song, like it's set up here, it's been covered the most of any song in history. This is the most popular cover ever done. And John is one of the first people to ever be one of those covers. And he originated in and said, hey, I'm going to be original with it before everybody covers this fucking thing. Now imagine, let's see, this came out in 65. So there was 7 years for people to do covers before John got a hold of it, which is not a super, super long time. John was amongst some of the first people to ever cover this song out of those thousands of versions from this being the most covered song. That is something that John can say forever, and that is fucking awesome.
Love was such an easy game to play. Now I need a highway. Yeah, I believe in the yesterday. Why?
Man. The drummer's low-key going hard as hell back there. That drummer is going insane back there. You can hear it. He's fucking going all kinds of fills and stuff. The whole performance is amazing. The horn section is incredible. They are killing it on the horn section. Jesus, this is really good. This is a fantastic cover, especially for such a young age, doing it so boldly to put yourself on the map like that, to get yourself on the map more. I bet you the Beatles were looking at stuff like this going, damn, them kids are bold, right? It's real. Let's talk about some of these lyrics, though, because this is one of my favorite lyric songs ever when it comes to the Beatles. Yesterday, all my troubles seemed so far away, and now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday. That is a good thing. That is a message of optimism, actually. Because of saying, oh, I believe in yesterday, saying you haven't lost it yet, you still believe in it, so the possibility of getting yourself back there is still very much intact, and that's important. I like that a whole lot, the way that they said that, right? That Paul said that. Suddenly I'm not half the man I used to be. There's a shadow hanging over me. Oh, yesterday came suddenly. And then it's also saying, yesterday came suddenly. Saying, something changed me yesterday to being not half the man I used to be. Man, oh man. It's so deep. Like, the Beatles were so deep for the time period that they were from. One of the deepest bands that you can possibly dive into the lyrics of and study. And also, you will just find some absolutely wonderfully hilarious gems as well, right? You gotta fucking love the funny songs that they made as well, right? And the movies, man. We watched some of those in school. I remember watching the Beatles movies, some of the Beatles stuff in school, actually. Our teachers selected it for us to watch, and it was fucking dope. I really enjoyed that our teachers did that. It was very incredible to watch that, and at such a young age, right? The Beatles were such a big influence, right? So many people, because they were literally just in school, even part of like music curriculums and shit like that. So yeah, the Beatles are, they're, like I said, the lyricism is incredible. If you just go through their discography and fucking read through the lyrics, it is absolute madness. Every topic in the world has pretty much been covered in a Beatles song. You can find submarines, walruses, right? Like the, right? You guys know. Everything. It's all there. Sergeants that are peppers. and bands that are lonely hearts, right? Oh, you gotta fucking love it. Damn, man. There's an annotation here for there's a shadow hanging over me as well. Let's see what it says here. Oh, this is an interesting thing right here. George Martin had been the one to recommend a string quartet after John Lennon and George Harrison didn't see the need for more guitars on the track, and Ringo thought the same for the drums. This song is one of the biggest signs that the Beatles were changing. Instead of the rock and roll and ballads of the past, they presented a melancholy string song with a true heart to it, seen throughout the whole album of Help, really. This line especially has always stuck. The song in question represents this quelling sadness and the shadow that is hanging over you. Yesterday coming suddenly gave the song a harsher, more personal feel, the desperation to go back to what was only just lost and the spontaneity of it all. Right? Man. Jesus Lord, man. Said yesterday happened, now we're today, and I believe in yesterday before yesterday happened. It's fucking crazy, right? That's a hell of a metaphor, but it's always about continuing the belief. It's saying no matter how many yesterdays there were, they're still sitting here today and believe in the feeling of yesterday and getting back there. It's very inspirational. But then we see something here. Why she had to go, I don't know. She wouldn't say I said something wrong. Now I long for yesterday. See, this now it ties in with the bridge saying I fucked up with someone I loved and they walked away and now I long. Right? I don't know why they did. I must have said something wrong and I'm just longing for yesterday before that person was gone, man. Oh, goodness. It's so amazing. Such beautiful lyricism and meaningful, right? So meaningful. And John is doing a fantastic cover of this in his own style. It's so youthful. I love hearing his voice in a more, it's like a, you can tell that there's the level of control was very close to being what he became, but he was still fucking around with the pockets and learning his way around just a little bit. He was right there about to be that big star, and this was his moment to prove it, right? And he really popped out here and did that. He certainly showed it off, right? But you can see the contrast to his more modern performances to where he was still coming into himself a bit here. More so probably being comfortable on stage and performing in general, right? A lot of that's probably just nerves in a performance like this. So he is killing it, man. This is so awesome to see the contrast of. I love it.
For yesterday, yesterday, love was such an easy game to play.
Beautiful.
Now I need a place hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday.
Beautiful. Man, I really love his take on this. It's so smooth. He has such a clean voice. I really love it. I really love the way he carries out his notes. Even in these older performances, he always had that quality to him that's just so smooth, like running water, and the emotion is so pure inside of it. It really, you feel it inside of every part of your heart and your soul. Really beautiful, beautiful execution, man. Yesterday, love was such an easy game to play. Now I need a place to hide away. I believe in yesterday. Saying, I just don't want anyone to see me in this condition. Love has struck me down, is what it's saying right here. Love was an easy game to play, and now I've been struck down. Now I just need to hide away. I don't want anyone to see me like this. That's what it's saying here. So deep, man. Just about the longing for something that you've lost, but also saying you still believe in it, saying that you believe you can get back to that feeling. It's not negative. It's just longing, and it's like going through the process of sadness and change, right? You can apply this to addiction, to relationships, to fucking even jobs and stuff like that, even things that you do, right? You can apply this to anything in life. You just, sometimes things in life change from a day-to-day basis, and you have to learn to get back to that same feeling of happiness and contentment that you had when that thing was still there. You have to realize nothing lasts forever inside of life. There's always going to be new things, new opportunities that you do, new directions that you move, and that's the key to it all, is moving in different directions and trying new things all the time, just never being scared to give something a shot, because you never know what kind of opportunities can open up and what experiences and doors you can go through in life just by trying some new things that maybe some people would be scared to give a shot to. And that's the thing about life. You don't have to do just one thing. You can do a bit of everything, right? A bit of everything that you could be, well, potentially good at. That's what I'm saying. Things that you're good at, that you have a skill set for, go do them all. It doesn't matter what side of it you're on, what side of the coin you're on. Get involved in the field in any way that you can. Dedicate your passion to it and become part of the field in any direction, because it's all important and everything ties in together. So whatever field you're in, doesn't matter. You're an important fucking piece of the puzzle that makes that whole thing go around, no matter what side of the coin you're on. So I say take the sides that you're good at, apply them to the fullest, and fucking make something of yourself with it. That's really all there is to it. See, this song got me talking, boy. Like I said, I fuck with the Beatles. They get me thinking, man. Beatles are a deep ass group, man.
Yesterday.
Nice. Beautiful, man. That was a fantastic performance. Wow. Look at this. So fucking happy. Look, you could see the adrenaline just dripping off of him at the end there. He's like, Lord, I made it through. I have to bow now, right? Thank you, guys. He's like, Jesus, Lord, I made it through. Oh, man. Yes, sir. Good job. Great job by John Farnham there on this very early yesterday cover. One of the performances that put him on the map, essentially. Wow. This is fucking something right here to dive back into these older performances. Thank you guys so much for asking me to do this. I really enjoyed it. And thank you, Dr. Cap, for the remastered version of this. Awesome of you to do that so that people can see this amazing performance. And glad to have you on the channel with your video, your remastered John Farnham video. Glad to have you on the channel, because like I said, you comment and you support, and I've seen you around quite a few times on the channel now, so I appreciate that you made this video for everybody. That's fucking awesome of you. And thank you to everybody, like I said, for requesting this. I really enjoyed this, and I feel like we got to definitely talk about some important stuff in this one. This one was very good. Thank you guys for everything. Thank you for tuning in, building this community with me, making it so positive for everybody new that comes in, and making it so that everybody can feel comfortable to hang out and talk about their issues, relate to each other, motivate each other, inspire each other. Like I said, we have people that are literally trying to quit drinking and quit doing stuff just because they're here on the channel listening to me talk about it all the time. And we've had people come and say that they're going to go get help, and that just blows me away. And to all of those who have gone and done that, whenever they arrive back, we need to give them a warm fucking welcome back whenever they come back and let us know that they completed their treatments and stuff like that. We have people that are doing that actively right now, so send prayers to all of them, man, for real. This is a great community, and we're here to support each other, so that shit means the world to me, that we can affect people like that just by breaking down music and talking about life for a couple hours a day. It's so fucking amazing. So thank you guys a million times for that. I appreciate the fuck out of you. The original video will be in the description as always. Subscribe to John Farnham. Support all the artists we have on the channel. Go show Dr. Cap love for making this video. Show this video love. I appreciate you guys tuning in. We're going to get out of here. I'm Vakasa Coffee. A reaction video a day or 3. Keep the doctor away. Fuck those apples. Leave a like for me. Comment your suggestions. Subscribe up this way. Bang that notification bell for me. I'll see you guys in the next ones. I love you so much. Thank you for doing this with me. Have a beautiful one. Peace.